Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
The WNBA is back, and so is the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry, as after this foul that...
It's just a good take foul, you know? Either Angel gets wide open 2 points or,
What really went down between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? Was it just a fierce basketball rivalry, or is there something much deeper fueling the fire? In this video, we're exposing the hidden truths behind the controversy, how race, gender, and media bias shape the story, and why it matters to all of us. This isn't just about basketball, it's about societal stereotypes and double standards. If you're ready to uncover the truth and see behind the headlines, smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and let's dive right in. During the NCAA women's tournament, the matchup between LSU and Iowa captivated millions. Caitlin Clark was celebrated for her exceptional scoring, court vision, and leadership, her style reminiscent of NBA icons like Steph Curry. Clark's ability to make difficult shots, her composure, and her charisma made her an instant star. Meanwhile, Angel Reese distinguished herself through rebounding, physicality, and a fiery competitive spirit. Her passionate play and outspoken personality challenged traditional expectations of how women, especially black women, should behave on the court. Their contrasting styles and personalities created a compelling narrative that drew viewers into a broader conversation about sportsmanship, emotion, and race. The incident that became the focal point of controversy occurred during the final moments of the game, specifically a foul involving Reese and Clark. The incident, more than just a foul. Reese committed what is often called a good take foul, a strategic move designed to prevent an easy basket and send the opponent to the free throw line. After the foul, Reese pointed to her finger, signaling her ambition for a championship, and gestured toward her teammates, actions rooted in competitive spirit. However, social media and sports commentators quickly spotlighted this moment, sparking polarized reactions. Some viewed Reese's celebration as an embodiment of fierce competitiveness, an exciting aspect of sports that fuels passion and intensity. Others criticized her for what they deemed unsportsmanlike conduct, using language that often carried racial undertones. Terms like ghetto, aggressive, or uncouth were lobbed at Reese, especially in the context of her racial identity. Conversely, Clark's demeanor, composed, respectful, classy, was lauded, reinforcing stereotypes about black women's behavior versus the perceived respectability of white athletes. At the heart of this controversy lies a troubling reality. Racial biases deeply influence how we interpret athletes' actions. Caitlin Clark, a white athlete, is often portrayed as the model athlete, respectful, disciplined, humble. Her celebratory gestures and competitiveness are framed as signs of leadership and professionalism. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is scrutinized through a racialized lens. Her emotional reactions, trash talk, and celebratory gestures are labeled as ghetto, over the top, or unsportsmanlike. This disparity isn't accidental. It is rooted in societal stereotypes that have long associated black women with hyper-emotionality and aggression. Historically, black women's expressions of passion or assertiveness have been dismissed as anger or unladylike, serving to diminish their achievements and reinforce racial hierarchies. The media's framing, social commentary, and punditry often reinforce these stereotypes, shaping public perception to view black women's behavior as inherently problematic. Prominent sports commentators have contributed to this narrative. Some, like Stephen A. Smith, have suggested that Clark's success is partly due to racial bias, implying that white audiences are more receptive to her and that her achievements are amplified by her race. Others, like Ryan Clark, have framed Reese's reactions as rooted in victimhood or racial animus, subtly suggesting that her emotional displays are unjustified or indicative of hostility. This controversy also exposes a double standard rooted in gender norms. Women are often expected to maintain modesty, decorum, and emotional restraint. When female athletes express themselves passionately, whether through celebrations, trash talk, or emotional reactions, they are judged more harshly than their male counterparts. In the case of Reese, her expressive reactions, celebrating her team, trash-talking, and showing emotion, are scrutinized because they defy traditional expectations of femininity. Critics often dismiss her behavior as ghetto, uncouth, or over the top. Meanwhile, Clark's calm, composed demeanor is celebrated as leadership and class, reinforcing societal ideals of femininity that are often racialized. Another critical aspect of this debate is the tendency to diminish Reese's athletic contributions. Caitlin Clark's skills, her scoring ability, court vision, leadership, are widely recognized and celebrated. She is often compared to NBA stars, and her finesse and shooting prowess are seen as hallmarks of her talent. Reese, while highly skilled, especially in rebounding defense and physicality, is often dismissed or criticized for lacking finesse or not being as skilled. These judgments are subjective and often rooted in racial biases that associate black athletes with raw physicality rather than finesse or technical skill. Yet, Reese's impact on the game is undeniable. Her emotional intensity energizes her team and fans, and her presence challenges stereotypes about black women's athleticism. Her passion and physicality have elevated women's basketball's visibility, attracting more viewers and sparking wider conversations about representation and voice in sports. The rapid spread of clips, commentary, and memes on social media has amplified this controversy. While social media can celebrate athletes' passion and authenticity, it also often lacks nuance, leading to snap judgments based on stereotypes and biases. Cyberbullying and racist comments directed at Reese have surfaced, highlighting the dangers black women athletes face. Calls for her respect and protection are valid, emphasizing the need to combat harassment and discrimination. However, some critics argue that framing Reese solely as a victim risks overshadowing her agency and athletic achievements. The viral nature of social media also fuels polarization. Supporters applaud Reese's passion, viewing her as a role model for authentic self-expression. Critics, however, dismiss her actions as unladylike or ghetto, perpetuating harmful stereotypes. The societal expectations placed on women, particularly black women, play a significant role in shaping reactions to their behavior. Women are often urged to stay humble, avoid showing too much emotion, and behave modestly. When female athletes defy these norms, they risk facing harsher criticism than male athletes who display similar emotions and competitiveness. Reese's expressive reactions, trash talk, celebrations, emotional displays are judged through this gendered lens, often with racial undertones. Critics argue she should stay humble and be respectful, reinforcing outdated ideas of femininity that marginalize black women's authentic expressions. Conversely, Clark's calm demeanor aligns with traditional expectations of femininity, further entrenching the double standard. This disparity reveals societal discomfort, with black women asserting themselves openly, especially in competitive environments. The media's portrayal of this rivalry reveals how biases, racial, gendered, and cultural, color narratives. Many commentators unconsciously bring their perspectives into their analysis, framing achievements and behaviors through stereotypes rather than objective assessment. Some suggest Clark's success is due to white privilege, dismissing her talent and hard work. Others downplay Reese's contributions, labeling her as overhyped or emotional. These narratives overlook the reality that athletic excellence results from dedication, training, and resilience, and that societal barriers often disproportionately impact black athletes. This controversy is a mirror reflecting broader societal attitudes. It highlights how stereotypes about black women, being angry, ghetto, or overly emotional, are reinforced in sports and media. It also exposes societal discomfort with black women expressing themselves freely, especially in arenas traditionally dominated by white norms. Representation matters. Athletes like Reese and Clark serve as role models for future generations, influencing perceptions of black women, women's sports, and racial equality. How they are perceived and treated impacts societal attitudes and progress. Moreover, the debate raises questions about commercialization. The intense media focus boosts visibility, but can also commodify athletes' personalities, sometimes at the expense of their dignity and authenticity. It's crucial to strike a balance, celebrating genuine talent while respecting individual agency. The essential lesson from this ongoing saga is the need for respect for athletes' skills, personalities, and humanity. Rivalries are an integral part of sports. They generate excitement and passion. Emotions, celebrations, and trash talk are natural expressions of human competitiveness. Both Reese and Clark exemplify excellence and resilience. each bringing unique strengths to the game. Their contrasting styles have helped elevate women's basketball, attracting new audiences and sparking important conversations about race, gender, and expression. In essence, the debate surrounding Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is more than a clash of personalities or athletic styles. It is a reflection of societal attitudes, how race, gender, and emotion are perceived and judged. Both athletes have demonstrated exceptional skill and passion, helping to elevate women's sports and inspire future generations. Moving forward, it is essential to celebrate their achievements without prejudice, challenge harmful stereotypes, and recognize their shared humanity. Sports have the power to unite and inspire change if we approach them with fairness, respect, and an openness to challenge our biases. Let this controversy be a catalyst for growth, reminding us that at its core, sports are about human excellence, passion, perseverance, and authenticity. Embracing these values can help foster a more equitable, inclusive, and respectful sporting landscape that honors the true spirit of competition and diversity.